workout for our core. So you're coming into your kind of sitting position with your feet in front of you. Feet, knees and hips are staying in alignment, and you're bringing both arms up in front of you, engaging your core muscles. So thinking about pulling your belly button towards your spine, scooping your ribs down towards your hips, so you keep hold of that core. Then from here, you're going to tuck your chin, tilt your pelvis backwards, and slowly take yourself back to where you feel comfortable and where you can hold it. Keep your chin tucked, so make sure you haven't brought your head up, so you're not putting any pressure on your neck. And we're going to hold it here for 30 seconds. Here we go. Keep thinking belly button to spine, keep those core muscles engaged. Got 15 seconds to go. Then from here, you're going to bring yourself back up to sitting. Sitting up nice and tall, so thinking about sitting on those sit bones, taking an inhale here. And then exhale, tuck your chin, tilt your pelvis, take yourself back, holding it there. Keep thinking belly button to spine, keep that core engaged. And then coming back up to sitting. Going to do 2 more like this. So taking an inhale at the top. And exhale, tucking your chin, tilting your pelvis. So make sure you've tucked your pelvis and you've not gone back with a straight back. Keep thinking belly button to spine, holding it here. And then coming back up to sitting. Final time here, so taking an inhale. And exhale, tuck your chin, tilt your pelvis, taking yourself backwards, holding it there. Check in with your shoulders, so make sure you haven't brought your shoulders up near your ears. Think nice, relaxed shoulder blades melting down your back, holding it here. We've got 15 seconds to go. And then coming back up to sitting. Okay, from here we're going to develop this slightly, and we're going to add on a twist. Now what I want you to make sure is that you don't just take the twist through your shoulder, that you take the twist through your thoracic spine, so through your mid spine. So you're moving your rib cage to the sides and not just taking your shoulder back. Okay, so we're going to start in our setup position, taking an inhale. And then exhale, tucking your chin, tilting your pelvis, bringing yourself back into your C-curve position. Then from here, you're going to rotate through that mid-spine to the side. Then back to the middle. Rotate to the other side. Then back to the middle. Keep thinking belly button to spine. Keep that core engaged. So keep pulling your ribs down towards your hips, belly button to spine. We're going to do 1 more rotation to each side, making sure you're moving from your rib cage and not from your shoulder. Coming back up to sitting, we're going to do 3 more like that. So sitting up nice and tall, taking an inhale for me. And exhale, tucking your chin, tilting your pelvis, bringing yourself backwards, holding it here, and then rotate. And back. Rotate. And back. Keep thinking belly button to spine, keep that core engaged, pelvic floor on and strong. 2 more to each side like this, making sure that rotation is coming through your mid spine and not coming through you just taking your shoulder back. Then coming back up to sitting. Okay, final 2, core engaged, tucking your chin, tilting your pelvis, take it to where you can hold it, and then rotate and back. Rotate and back. 3 more rotations to each side. Keep thinking belly button to spine, keep that core engaged for me, really work on those core muscles. And bringing yourself back up. Final 1 here, taking an inhale. And exhale, tuck your chin, tilt your pelvis, bring yourself back into your C-curve, and then rotate and back. Rotate and back. Keep thinking belly button to spine, core on. Pull your ribs down towards your hips, rotate through that mid spine. One more rotation to each side. Then bringing yourself back up to sitting and bringing yourself onto your knees. So you're going to find your way to your box. Now if this is uncomfortable on your wrist, you can either make a fist or roll up your mat slightly so that you've got a softer kind of cushion under that wrist. So we're coming into a box. Wrist is under your shoulder, knee is under your hip, tilting that pelvis so your tailbone is pointing off towards the back wall, and we're going to do swimming. So this is a really good core exercise. We're also going to work into our shoulders and legs as well. So taking an inhale in the middle, and then exhale, sliding your right arm forward and then stretching it up in front of you, holding it here for an inhale, and then exhale, slowly bring that arm back down. Make sure you're placing your hand under your shoulder, taking an inhale here, and then exhale, left arm goes out along the floor, and then lift and stretch. Make sure that you're not taking your hips backwards, so keep your hips over your knees, and then bring that arm slowly back in, making sure your wrist again goes underneath your shoulder. Inhaling in the middle, moving that arm out on your exhale, holding it there, stretching it out, making that arm longer, and then slowly lowering it back to the floor. So we're going to do one more on each arm. Every time you lift your arm, make sure you're not lifting your head as well. So think about your eye line staying down between your hands. Final one on your arms. And then bring that arm in. And then we're going to switch to our legs. So core engaged. Sliding your right leg out along the floor, and then lifting it up, stretching it out, making it longer. Make sure you haven't twisted at your hip. So think about keeping your hips next to each other. Imagine you've got a tray of drinks on your back. Don't hip hitch because they'll fall off. Holding it here and then lowering that toe to the floor, and then sliding that leg back in. Core engaged, holding it in the middle, and then slowly left leg goes out, and lifting that left leg up, holding it here, stretching out through that foot. Eye line stays between your hands. Slowly lower and bring it back in. Keep thinking belly button to spine. Keep that core engaged. Make sure that when you put your knee down, that you're putting it down underneath your hip for me. Try and keep the weight balanced. So try not to rock as you take your leg out. Try and think about that weight staying balanced, core engaged. Slowly take that leg out and then stretch it up. So don't worry about the height that you're creating. Think about the length that you can create through that leg. Bring it back down and then slowly in. Belly button to spine, core on. We're going to do 2 more on each leg, stretching out through that foot. Bring it back to the floor and then slowly back in. Keep thinking belly button to spine, core stays engaged, eye line down between your hands. And we've got one more on each side to go. Well done, you're doing really well. So this is our final one to each side. And then bringing that leg back to the floor. Bringing your knees out a little bit wider, hands are coming forward, and then stretching yourself back into your wide knee child's pose. Now just double check, don't drop your head to the floor. Think about having a nice long neck. Keep that neck long and feel like you're drawing your shoulder blades down your back. Core engaged, just moving your bum as close to the floor as you can get it, holding it here for me. And then from here, walking your hands in and bringing yourself back up. Well done. Thank you for taking part in my first brain break. Sorry about the slight delay on starting. It's Facebook's fault, not mine, of course. And you can catch up with me again next Wednesday for another 10 minutes at 9:30. And yeah, enjoy. And I will be publishing this video, so you can either do it later if you want to again, or you can also check out my YouTube channel at Beyond the Studio Pilates for more little videos that you can do from wherever you are. Take care for now. Bye.